Hello, welcome back. My name is Jo. So I actually just got back from a relatively unexpected visit to the United States. So I have some gaming things to show you, and I also will be able to focus a little bit more on gaming going into the next couple of weeks because I'm not, getting ready for a trip, and before that I was getting ready for a Spanish exam. So I actually have some clips from before that I might put in here also. Hello! I have ascended to my final form, and I am the cozy hermit, the cozy gremlin. I'm having a lovely day. Well, the day has been questionable. I just took a very long Spanish exam, and so I had ordered this stuff last week or the week before. I can't remember. Anyway, I ordered the refurbished Pro controller. It's so funny because when I bought my Switch Lite, they had a used Pro controller at one of the shops for like $42 euros or something like that. And I didn't get it obviously because I was just getting the Switch and I didn't know if I was going to want it. I didn't have any frame of reference. But after playing for a couple weeks, I was like, well, I do actually want one, most especially for like platformers or even like games with combat. It'll just be nice to have. So I kept looking. I kept going back like every couple days to all of the used electronic stores around me to see if they had gotten another one in, and they just did not have one. And so finally I just saw that on Media Market they had refurbished ones, so I think this was like 52 euros or something like that. I can't remember. But more than I wanted to pay, but I just decided to go ahead and get one. And of course, immediately after that, the first time I went to a store, one of the used stores around here to browse after that, what did they have? One of these. So regardless, it was only like 6 euros more or something like that, and this came with like all of the charger and box and super nice, like unnecessary but nice. So now I have this. It smells like electronics. And my completely unnecessary splurge was this Hello Kitty game. So I played this a little bit when I had Apple Arcade for a minute. I was trying out a bunch of games, and this was one that I really, really liked. I really hate farming sims, and so I've always been worried that kind of an aimless, open-ended game like Animal Crossing, I would be super bored. So this seems like a good entry point to that, where there is a little bit more direction in the game. But still like cute little creatures living on an island, developing friendships and everything. So I wanted to get it, but it's like way more than I want to pay for games. But I was like, well, if I buy it and it's like my favorite thing in the entire world and I keep playing it for like a year, then obviously that's well worth it. If it's not, and I, am done with it after like a couple months, then I can resell it. And I, obviously I will lose some money, but I got several months of playtime out of it. All that to say, I decided to make it my post-exam treat for myself. So I picked it up the other day, but I have not opened either one of these things in anticipation of a post-exam treat for myself. I guess it can be a retreat. I'm having a retreat of one person in my apartment with my cat. So I am going to start my little island. I'm so excited about making my creature again. That was so much fun. We're gonna do that. I'm so excited about all of the cozy things that I can do that I don't need to think about preparing for this exam anymore. We're gonna just be footloose and fancy free. but the things that I got on my trip. So most of these I had ordered from used sites or Etsy or something locally in the United States, and so I was just able to pick them up when I was there. But then I also did go shopping once. But so these are thumb grips that are just so cute. Unfortunately, they don't work. I was a little bit worried about given the pictures, but they are too bulky, so they do not allow the joysticks to actually work, which is too bad, but you know, I'll have to get cute pictures with them. Fortunately, the other ones that I ordered do actually work. So these are little cat sleeping, and so these do work completely fine. They work the same as my previous ones. I am usually using my controller anyway, so this was the only physical game that I had before. The two that I was most wanting to get physically were Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So I was able to get these on eBay, and I got them from the same seller actually. They had Breath of the Wild for $30 US, shipping included, and they had Tears of the Kingdom for maybe like 34 or something like that. So I bought this one and then promptly sent them a little offer of this one for 30, including shipping. And I think, you know, since I was buying them both, they just took it and sent me both, which obviously love that. So it probably wasn't necessary to buy Tears of the Kingdom right away, because obviously it's going to take me quite some time to play this one, but I just wanted them. I just wanted to have them. So then I got these two on a pretty significant sale. So I got Cult of the Lamb and Sea of Stars. This one wasn't quite as on sale, but I did basically get it to get free shipping for this, which was on sale for 15, 20, I can't remember, but regardless, I got both of these for somewhere around $40. As soon as I heard the premise of Cult of the Lamb, I was like, sold instantly. Don't even need to hear anything else about it. So obviously in this one you are making a little cult as a lamb, and so I love that. And then Sea of Stars is a really, really beautiful pixel art kind of adventure RPG, I think. And so this was also one that I had heard quite a bit of positive things about, and the art is just stunning. And I don't have any pixel art games as of right now, so I've been really interested in games that kind of use that style. So we have those two. And then the only game that I bought while I was there was this Fire Emblem Three Houses game that obviously came with just the cartridge. And I got this as a used local video game shop for, as you can see, $24.99. And this was a game that I had really, really wanted, but most of what you will find at shops used that I have seen so far has been Fire Emblem Engage or maybe Fire Emblem Three Hopes. But I really wanted to start with Three Houses because I'm a sucker for that like academic, like school vibe. So that's what I wanted to find, and I did finally find it. So I'm super excited about this little haul. It's not a little haul, it's quite a large haul. So I have started to basically manage my collection by having a specific, instead of like a one in, one out rule, because that's what I was initially thinking of, but it doesn't really work because like you could play like a small puzzle game and then buy like an 80-hour RPG or something like that, and then you still are not really, I don't know, it's really hard to manage that way. So what I have decided to do instead is this note on my phone where I'm like, when I finish this game, I can buy this similar game that's on my wish list. So for example, when I finish Coffee Talk, which I have through Steam, then I can buy Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood on my Switch. When I finish this Sea of Stars, then I can either buy Moonstone Island or Bloomtown: A Different Story, because those are, again, pixel art, RPG sim kind of things. So that's kind of what I'm moving forward with, so that I don't end up with like 17 RPGs that will all take me like 50 to 100 hours. That's where our collection and everything is at. So I will talk to you when I have more to update.